Hi, Justin Vacula here, recording yet another YouTube video. Can a person be a skeptic and a person in the field of mental health counseling? In the past few months, when persons have learned about what I am going to graduate school for, mental health counseling, I've been told by some skeptics, atheists, and people of religious belief that I should not be in the mental health field, because I have very strong opinions on certain issues, such as the non-efficacy of alternative medicine, skepticism toward chiropractic, skepticism toward claims of gender feminism, skepticism concerning religious claims. Some people believe that because I hold these strong opinions that I will, quote-unquote, force or impose my beliefs upon clients. Well, a statement like this really shows a lack of understanding on behalf of persons making the comment. According to the American Counseling Association's ethical standards, one is to check their values at the door, if you will, and not impose their beliefs upon their clients. Well, I'm not really a fan of the phrase imposing beliefs because it doesn't appear that I can force someone to believe something. I understand where they're coming from and the language that they're using, although I don't think it's too clear. If I am in the position of a professional counselor and someone is coming to me for help, I'm not going to say something like, "Oh, you should stop going to church," or "Oh, you're silly to believe X, Y, and Z." That's just not how it works. It's not how counseling works. A client will come to a counselor with the expectation that the counselor will remain neutral on these issues. A counseling session is not some sort of philosophical debate match or tug of war. The person comes for help, and it's very important that a counselor is competent regarding all sorts of different persons, beliefs, cultures, etc. This upcoming semester I'm going to have a class, multicultural counseling, in which we're going to talk about all sorts of different cultures, belief systems, etc. And throughout my classes so far, and I've only finished 2 semesters, we've learned to be aware of our biases, where we stand on certain issues, and to keep those outside of the counseling sessions. While I wouldn't necessarily recommend someone go to something like, for example, gay conversion therapy, that's something that I'm very skeptical of. I don't think that that works. If a counselor, or if a client, were to approach me and they were to say something like, "Well, you know, I'm a very religious person and I believe I'm attracted to people of the same sex and I really want to go to a conversion therapy," I'm not going to outright tell them, "Oh, I don't think you should do that." Again, it's not what counseling is for. But I do feel an obligation, for example, to say, well, there's a lot of study on this issue, and so far what the research has shown is that this is not an acceptable form of treatment or therapy. And various counseling associations, such as the APA, have released position statements on these things. Counselors must be knowledgeable in that they're not going to recommend or refer clients to potentially dangerous situations or treatments. So I can have my beliefs and do my best to remain neutral on those. Of course, my beliefs will inform my actions, but knowing where I stand, knowing where I come from as a counselor, whether in the professional field or not, I can do better to keep my beliefs in check and not impose beliefs upon clients. It's a real thing that a counselor should do. So, for all of you out there who don't believe that skeptics can be proper counselors because they are opinionated or hold strong positions, you're mistaken. It's unfortunate. You don't really seem to have much of the knowledge about what a counselor is supposed to be and what counseling is about. It's possible to hold strong positions and not impose beliefs upon your clients.